Hello everyone. In this session we'll discuss exponential distribution. Hello everyone. In today's session we'll see the continuous distribution. Like we have already done discrete distribution, in which we have seen three cases. So now we are moving to continuous distribution. We'll have three cases here: exponential distribution, uniform distribution, and normal distribution. So we'll start with the first one, which is exponential distribution. In general, we'll see that this exponential distribution gives the waiting time between the Poisson's occurrence. So in general, we'll see that the relation between this exponential and Poisson distribution, and we'll see how we are going to use this in the Poisson's expressions. So it is of course it is a continuous distribution. So a continuous random variable with probability density given as f of x is equal to lambda e to the power of minus lambda x, and this is valid for x greater than equal to 0, and it is 0 otherwise in the sense x less than 0. Right, so this is the density function. Like we said that it is in general it is used as the waiting time. So of course the waiting time cannot be negative, and that is why this function is valid only for non-negative values. That is, it starts from x equal to 0 to any higher value. It is not defined for x less than 0. And for this, of course, lambda will also be greater than 0. And for this, the mean value Ex is given as 1 by lambda, E of x square is given as 2 by lambda square, and variance of x is given as 1 by lambda square. This is the sigma square value. We'll also need the cumulative distribution function in this case. So the cumulative distribution function, let's say f of a, is given by f of a is also given by x less than equal to a. Now we know that it is going to have only non-negative value, so the integration has to be done from 0 to a f of x dx. That is what we have read in the introduction part of a random variable. So this integration is integration of lambda into e to the power of minus lambda x dx. The integration for this will be minus e to the power of minus lambda x, and the limits will be 0 to a, which will give the value as 1 minus e to the power of minus lambda a. This is f of a, or you can say this is p of x less than equal to a. So if this is p of x less than equal to a, then the value for p of x greater than equal to a is going to be 1 minus this of the value. So this will be nothing but e to the power of minus lambda e. There can be a question or doubt that, sir, we have introduced x less than equal to a and x greater than equal to a. Why are we using equal to in both the places? Well, this is a continuous function, so finding the value at one particular point and is like, instead of that we can actually accept that it is x less than equal to a or x equal to up to equal to a is also fine, because it is a continuous function. So these two expressions are important. This one and this one. So we'll see these two expressions are important. These are the cumulative distribution function for p less than equal to a or for p greater than equal to a, and we'll see how we are going to use this expression apart from the density function. Cumulative distribution function is also in use for this case.